Hi guys, welcome back to new site update. Well, I've come up in the evening actually. I thought I'd try the evening because I'm starting to work during the day now, and popped up in the evening just to have a look at the plot. It's nice and cool. We've had a glorious sunshiny day, fantastic, couldn't ask for better. So I've been up to the site and I'm going to show you around what's changed and what's happening. Back at plot 94, and we're going to go inside and just have a look at what's happening. Well, we've got a lot of growth going on, as you can see, with all the weeds and that. Next year that is going to be cleared. I'm going to claim that land back, so we don't have all this growth again. We've got some water butts in there. I've got a third one here to go in. We're just trying to figure out you know, the heights and things, and so they'll tier nicely, ready for the winter. I don't know if I showed you before, but we've got the glass in the end there, so we've puttied some glass in. I've got the rest of those just to putty in, and then the pallet fence is coming along, and also we've got some lemon balm now planted in my pallet fence, and this is chocolate mint, extraordinary plant. The way you get that chocolatey mint smell, fantastic. Over this side we've got the chives, we've got the sage, and we've got pineapple mint, and also some rosemary. Love rosemary. This is getting ready, of course, for the cooking section of the allotment diaries that we're going to be doing once the crops have decided to, you know, to grow on. It's time for them. So inside the greenhouse, bit of a smell in it. I'm using that comfrey tea, and wow, doesn't it smell. So yeah, I've been through, and what I've done is we filled up, I've made these, you can see this, we've made these bottles, and you loosen the lid a bit and it drip feeds, and obviously what's happened here is my bags have been absolutely dried out, because I've put 3 of these in so far, and the bags just soaked it up. So we'll probably have to refill those before we go. So we've got, these are the cooker melons, doing really well. They're very spindly. I thought they might be a bit thicker than that, but they're very spindly. But people have assured me that they will crop on and give me some nice cooker melons. Can't wait for those. So then we've got these peppers. We've got some long red and Canaan purple. We've got the tomatoes, they're coming along, but they seem to have lost their heads. I don't know where they've gone. If you can see here, we've got fruit, but there doesn't seem to be a head. The head's gone. I did cut something out of there, but it looked like a growth, you know, one of those things you cut out the knuckles. So maybe I've cut the top out, I'm not sure. But they're coming along. It looks like we're going to have some fruit on those. So they're coming along nicely. Just planted up some Cape gooseberries there and some halo rings. I'm going to try that, see how they go. We'll be putting them onto poles a bit later. Got my leeks up here, finally got my leeks up here. So we'll be planting those out in the next issue. More peppers, doing really, really well. I don't know if these are the right height for this time of year. I'm not too sure. I've never really grown peppers before, but they are looking good to me. Some more tomatoes. So these ones, oh, they haven't got names, have they? These are my overflows. So I think these are either money makers or tigerellas. So it'll be interesting to see when the fruit comes through. My first asparagus, not asparagus, sorry, artichoke. And hey, everyone's screaming at the screen. It's not asparagus. You're right, it's artichoke. So yeah, that's coming along nicely. So that's the greenhouse. Like I say, a lot of growth going through. Supposed to have some wild flowers there. There doesn't seem to be many flowers, just wildness. Plum tree, I need to get in there. I need to cut that back. It's not looking very well at the moment. It's gone a bit limp. So what else have we got going? Let's have a look. Oh, another pole snap there. We've got these are my raspberries. They've gone a bit yellow, and somebody said that's the horse manure that's underneath, so I'm going to put some Epsom salts on that and just see whether that brings back the colour. Got my currants. I don't know if they're black currants or red currants. Definitely not white, because that one's gone a bit red down in there. You can see that just on the corner there. One of my poles has snapped. We had some wind and it snapped one of my poles, so I'm going to have to get in there and fix that. Rhubarb's coming on really, really well. Leaves are starting to die back now, making me wonder if this is a early variety or whether something's just happened to it. Again, if you could let me know in the comments below. We've got some good rods though coming through. That's quite nice. So yeah, we've had a few harvests from this now. The apple trees, pear trees and cherry trees, they're doing really, really well. They're the ones we bought. They were grafted and they seem to be coming along lovely. Good growth on there. Didn't think we'd get any growth within the first year on those. Looking good. And oh, what's this? We seem to have a frame of a greenhouse going up. Yes, this is a 10x10 greenhouse I managed to get my hands on. I think we paid £20 for this one with glass, so that was a good bargain. So I'm trying to make that up, and then my brother's going to come back over help me do the base for the other greenhouse, and he's going to help me put a brick base in. Not there, we're going to do it over somewhere, maybe over in that corner there. A nice brick base, and then we can get the greenhouse up there. I do have another little greenhouse in the corner there. Some of you probably spotted the framework. That's a 6x4, I think 6x4, something like that. And that's going to be made into a brassica cage. So I'm going to net that rather than glass it. So I'm using the glass for the 10x10 for the frames that are broken. These are the doors I was going to make my shed out of, but then didn't need. So I'm waiting to take those up the dump. So a little bit of an overgrown area there with wooden things. Here's all the glass. That's all the glass for my 10x10. So I'm looking after that. What else has happened around here? Let's have a look. Conifer tea is doing really, really well. It's definitely attracting the mosquitoes, and yeah, it's coming along. And then we got the nettle tea. Ooh, this side, horrible. Right, so we've been feeding the plants on those, doing it once a week. I think it is once a week we've been feeding on, and we'll see how they come out. Strawberries in the guttering had a bit of a bashing because I couldn't get up here for a few days due to work. They've changed all my rotors around, so I haven't had all the lovely days off like I used to, and then working nights. So I'm now working days, and of course when it gets to night I don't really feel like working. So compost bin, she's filling up nicely now. I seem to have more weeds than anything growing in there, but we're doing a mixture of cardboard, papers, leaves. We've got all different things in there. Still haven't managed to finish my toilet yet. Somebody said that they thought about the idea of a commode, so one of those seats with a toilet in it. I think that's a good idea, and then that would just sit on top of that soil. Still got to skirt it. I've still got to put some fabric around there so people can't see your bottom when you're having a toilet, but then again, if they can see through those nettles, yeah, good luck to them. So if you remember, we had some baths, and one of the baths was going to be for my comfrey tea, which is taken on now. It's growing nicely there, so that's going to be comfrey tea year in, year out. We'll be able to just keep topping up the barrels there. This was experiment with potatoes, so I've put potatoes in a bath and I can earth those up. There's still plenty of room. So yeah, that's my bath experiment, and they're coming along nicely. And these are those super potatoes, Sepro or Salpro Enya or something. I don't know, something like that. If I can find it, I'll write it on the screen. All right, so super potatoes, can't wait to try those. And then we've got a new bath. This is our pink bath, and that's getting ready for me to plant some leeks. I'm going to do leeks in that bath. So yeah, I decided not to fight the weeds. The weeds will die down in the winter on their own cause anyway, so I decided not to fight them. But what I am doing is, just as we clear a piece of land, we're covering it. So now we've got some extra pieces here covered, as you can see here. And then as soon as we get the troughs on there, that'll all be good. And this lot will die out and we'll start again like we did at the beginning of this year. Well, halfway through this year. Asparagus is coming up. Got a little bit weedy, again, because I haven't been up here for a couple of days. Couldn't get in there to sort that out. But I'm just going to sort of let them go now. We've got a nice big one there. Look, oh, that's a nice one. And I'm just going to let them go to fern, and then next year we'll have that all nice and clear. It'll all be sorted, and we'll be able to eat that next year, harvest it. So still tons of work to do, tons of things to do, which is quite interesting, because everything obviously is going to progress as we go through. Stick with us. Things will change drastically over the year and then into next year as well. So that's about all I've got for you at the moment from the new site. So thanks once again, guys, for joining me on this video, and I hope you're enjoying my videos. Leave some comments below if there's anything you want to know or anything you can help me with. That's fantastic. I believe now we're up to about 150 odd subscribers, so that's fantastic. And I hope to see you all again next week. Bye bye for now.